3rd January 1942. Amidst millions of Indians weary of slavery and crying for freedom, was born a man who would eventually go on to bring about a revolution through the liberation of mankind. Born in a pious Brahmin family to Sajal Chakraborty and Indu Prabha Devi in the village of Rahmatpur in Balishar district of Bangladesh. The most significant facets of his character had declared their presence from the very onset of his adolescence: an unbounded love for mankind, which would thereafter go on to direct the rest of his life. Several years later, this man would come to be known as Bhagavan. In the year 1971, Bhagavan was tied in matrimony to his holy consort, the revered Guruma, who is now the Sangha Janani of International Vedanta Society. In a few years, his only daughter, Devjani, was born, who would go on to become one of the torchbearers of the movement started by her father. Around this time, when faced with betrayal, denial, and hatred, Swami Vivekananda's poem "To an Early Violet" came to his hands and marked a new beginning in Bhagavan's life. It was not too long before he met his guru, Swami Pabitrananda Maharaj, and by virtue of his pure intellect and intense love for his master, Bhagavan attained the highest state of consciousness, the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, in the year 1984. Thereafter, his overflowing love for mankind, which was a natural outcome of his realization of oneness with the universe, spurred him on to form an organization which would go on to work as a lighthouse, to show unto the world the way to peace. The year 1989 thus saw the humble beginning of the International Vedanta Society. Seeking to cultivate the knowledge of Brahman amongst the masses, this movement was spearheaded by Bhagavan and carried forward by 6 of his devotees, who went on to embrace sannyasa later on in their lives.
আমি যে সত্যকে জেনেছি, যে চরম সত্য, এই পৃথিবী ছাড়িয়ে, এই মহাশূন্য ছাড়িয়ে, সে এক পরম সত্য, সে এক ভয়ঙ্কর সত্য, যে সত্যের সাথে আমাদের সাধারণ মানুষের কোনো সম্পর্কই নেই, কিন্তু সেটা সত্য, সেটা হচ্ছে সেই ব্রহ্ম।
Based at its headquarters in Amingao, Assam, centers were set up in Varanasi and Calcutta, and organizations spread its wings from these places. 30 years into its existence, IVS has now spread wings in different parts of the world, including Europe, Australia, and the Americas. Attracted by his ineffable love, devotees gather around him as bees gather around flowers that blossom. Enthusiastic participation by the youth in the movement is one of the striking features of this organization. Inspired by the ideals of Vedanta and touched by the divine grace of Bhagavan, the young generation has become an integral part of IVS. Engaged in spiritual discussions and contemplations, their lives are gradually transformed, and they dare to dream of carrying forward this knowledge of Vedanta to the wider world. Discourses on Vedanta are held every day across all the centers of IVS. Bhagavan's sannyasi disciples preach the essence of Advaita Vedanta to all devotees, irrespective of caste, religion, or age. Leaflets and pamphlets are distributed amongst people, and cultural occasions hosted to raise awareness about the message of truth and Devotees also involve themselves in acts of social service, such as distribution of clothes, blankets, and food amongst the downtrodden and the destitute. Service to mankind is verily service to God. Vedanta, man's only hope for a better future, is the ultimate reality of existence and declares with the boldest conformity that the reality is one and calls it by the name Brahman. It is not merely a concept, but based upon pillars of self-realization. Each self is one with Brahman, and hence there is no essential difference between man and man. It is this knowledge of oneness that burns to ashes all of man's doubts and fears, as the real nature of itself shines forth. His worries are dispelled by the revelation that within every man is an infinite storehouse of bliss.
God, Atman or Brahman, is the absolute reality, and God realization or self-realization is possible. Even in this era, in this present era, in this modern era, these realizations of God or Atman is very much possible. And for that one doesn't have to renounce anything. We can realize God or the Atman or the Self by staying wherever we are, in whatsoever field we are engaged with. And it appeals to the whole world, irrespective of any divisions whatsoever that come on. Let us all cultivate this knowledge, this pure knowledge, this love, this oneness, and let us make this world a better place to live in.
In 2004, Bhagavan, directed by a divine command, while in Samadhi, introduced the Krishna Naam amongst his devotees. It is held that the intellectually rich thoughts and ideals of Advaita Vedanta could not become a subject for the masses unless there is an easier to grasp and equally effective medium to impart this knowledge. The introduction of Krishna Naam saw the inclusion of several hundreds of devotees from all sections of society, touched by his divine love and dancing in celebration of life. Bhagavan once said, "I will crush the god made of stone and mix it with people. Bhagavan is now realizing his saying. He is now busy in mixing the Supreme in one and all. Whosoever comes to him with faith and reverence realizes not only the tremendous spiritual potency of Bhagavan, but also unveils the bliss and peace within himself. God realization, self-realization is no more confined to the pages of scriptures or in monasteries and ashrams, but has been brought down to the life of the commoners by the indomitable spirituality of Bhagavan. A renaissance in the history of spirituality has been set.
আনন্দং খলিতানি বিশ্বে সংস্কৃত শ্লোক বইতে লেখা আছে, কিন্তু আনন্দ বইতে নেংরালে আনন্দ পাওয়া যাবে না, আকাশে বাতাসে আনন্দ পাওয়া যাবে না। সত্যজিৎ রায়ের বইতে গোপী গায়ন বাঘা গায়ন গাইছে কি আনন্দ আকাশে বাতাসে, কিন্তু আমরা আকাশে বাতাসে কোনো আনন্দ খুঁজে পাই না। আমাদের মুখ বড় গম্ভীর। সিনেমা হলেও আনন্দ পাই না, কিন্তু ওই বাচ্চা দুটো গান গাইছে কি আনন্দ আকাশে বাতাসে। তার কারণ তারা সরল, তারা বাতাসের মধ্যে আনন্দ খুঁজে পায়, আকাশে আনন্দ খুঁজে পায়, আমরা পাই না। তাই আমি বলছি সরল হন, অনেক বেশি জানার দরকার নেই। আমাকে দেখুন, আমি আকাশে বাতাসের দিকে তাকিয়েছি, ভগবানকে দেখেছি, বলেছি তুমি আমাকে আনন্দ দাও, আমি আনন্দ পেয়েছি। গম্ভীর কিছু নয়, ব্রহ্ম তো সব সোজা ব্যাপার, কেন তিনি তো সর্বত্র, তিনি তো সব জায়গায়, তাকে তো সব জায়গায় এখানে ধরলে পাওয়া যাবে, এখানে ধরলে পাওয়া যাবে, এখানে ধরলে পাওয়া যাবে। ঈশ্বর তো সোজা এই জন্য, সবচেয়ে সোজা সাবজেক্ট। বাতাস আনতে গেলে দোকানে যেতে হয়, ঠাকুর দেখতে গেলে মন্দিরে যেতে হয়, দুর্গা প্রতিমা দর্শন করতে হলে 1 বছর অপেক্ষা করতে হয়। কিন্তু ব্রহ্ম, ঈশ্বর, তিনি তো এখানে এখানে এখানে, সর্বত্র, সর্বভূতেষু।